Hi everyone, my name is Peter Hinaman. I'm 19, or actually, today I'm gonna tell you guys some information about myself, and I'm also gonna tell you about a story about a concussion that's changed my life in a drastic way. But I want to start with a quote first. This is actually from one of my favorite baseball players I've ever seen play. Probably one of the greatest players too. His name is Derek Jeter. The quote goes, "There may be people that have more talent than you, but there's no excuse for anyone to work harder than you do." All right, let's get into the background information. I'm a 19-year-old guy. He's from Dover, Delaware. I moved out to Wyoming whenever I was like 2 or 3 or something. I wasn't born. I was raised up in Wyoming, in Cheyenne to be exact, and then moved down to Colorado in 7th grade, and I've lived here ever since. If you guys couldn't tell by now, I'm a huge sports nut. I love anything that has to do with sports. I love hockey, baseball, football, all those awesome sports out there. I like watching, reading, sometimes writing about sports. It makes me happy whenever I'm feeling down or something. Whenever I was younger, my parents, they decided to get me into playing baseball. Actually, that was kindergarten to be exact, so around the age of 4. Picked up a bat and I found my first love. And my favorite activities growing up were, but they aren't limited to, playing sports, playing video games, sometimes going to Rockies games, and most importantly, I loved playing baseball. And on the note of baseball, let's get into my story. So during my junior year of high school, which is like 3 years now, or 3 years ago now, I was getting ready for the spring baseball season. We had practice every day of the week after school, and so in the second week of practice, our practices consisted of working out, fielding drills, and doing like batting practice, hitting. And batting practice is, just as you guys can guess, it's just practicing batting. My primary position was right field. I played right field because the only thing I could do was hit. Wasn't that good of a fielder. I dropped the ball all the time, but coaches just wanted me in the lineup. As a player who only focused on hitting, I loved the batting practice portion of practice because that's what I'm best at. And so one day in our second week of practice, the unthinkable happened. Keep in mind that we don't wear helmets during batting practice because it's player thrown to player. So one of our other players, he lost control of the ball, and it hit me right in the back of the head, right there. There's a little bump there. You can feel it. It caused me to go to the ground, holding my head like this for what felt like an eternity. I was laying there and laying there and laying there, and then finally my coach came over, rolled me over, and then he looked at me in the eyes and he said, "You're fine, Peter. Get up." It's pretty brutal, but so I got up. I got back into my batting stance, got ready to swing. I swung, made contact with the first pitch, and it felt like someone had hit me in the head with a sledgehammer. It didn't feel good. I got a huge migraine, and after practice, I decided I should probably go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital. They said I had a severe concussion, which is the highest level of concussion that you can get. They said actually that concussion led to months and months of headaches and pain like that, and it's led to actually years of nonstop memory loss and stuff like that. But I've persevered and I've prevailed, I guess. Although the concussion may have ended my baseball career, my playing career, I did use it as a new opportunity to open up a new door for me to get me into umpiring baseball, which is my new love. So it's a sort of a 180 degrees, I guess, turn of my life. But in conclusion, we've gone over a little more about me and who I am and my story about how my life literally got changed and flipped in 180 degrees. And it's just a nice story about how a concussion actually changed my life for the better and caused me to find the one thing in life that I love the most. Thank you.